Welcome to the Business Spotlight series. I'm Paul McCarthy, and today I'm joined by Louise Stevenson from Tiger Marketing. Louise, it's great to have you with us today. Could you start off by telling us a bit about yourself and your business, please?
Yeah, sure. Well, thanks for having me, Paul. So we are a marketing agency. We do end-to-end marketing, all different types of digital marketing and traditional marketing, but mainly SEO, which is search engine optimization. So it's optimizing your website. So if you search for blue shorts, the company that sells blue shorts will make sure that they are right at the top. Do social media advertising. We do PPC ads, so that's advertising on the Google network, Bing network. We do really tailored approach with our advertising, and we come up with marketing campaigns, so lots of cool, funky ideas to get companies out there to their targeted audience.
Is there any particular markets or industries that you concentrate on?
We're really varied, actually, with our industries. The theme really is that we work with established businesses that are the top of their game of their industry, and we help them move up to the next level. But we work with solar panel company, hotel, backup company, estate agents, property developers. Everywhere. It's really, really different. And actually our general rule of thumb is that we wouldn't work with two companies in the same industry, because we'd then be competing against ourselves.
Okay, and any sort of geography at all?
I mean, we work with companies, they all tend to be based in England, but their services or products may go global. But predominantly at the moment, everybody's pretty much Southeast.
Right, mainly in the Southeast then. Brilliant. And why did you start the business?
So I started, well, I've always been quite creative, and I initially started doing graphic design and communications. And then I soon realized I wasn't actually very good at graphic design. And the graphic designer that I worked for saw a marketing role, and he said, I think you'd be really good at that. Maybe he just wanted me out of his business. No, he was a great guy. I'm still good friends with him now. But he suggested this role and said, I really think it's up your street. And so I started doing marketing. I did a second degree in marketing and just loved it. Really, I do think it matches my personality, and it's something I'm really passionate about and really enjoy doing.
So it was a role first, and did you work for somebody else and then start the company?
Yeah. I was initially I worked for, it was like a small family-run business. It was a garden centre, and then they bought some more garden centres. And as the company grew, like my role and responsibilities grew. So I was a marketing manager for a chain of garden centres. And that was great. I learned loads. We did some really fun things, like I was given a project to increase sales over Christmas. So we actually put on a circus during December, and that still runs to this day, and loads of other garden centres started doing it. It's a shame we didn't paint in it. And yeah, that was great. And then I worked for a big blue chip company, because I was given a lot of free rein in the other one, and I wanted to make sure that I hadn't picked up any bad habits. So I wanted to go work for a large corporation, and they had a sister company in France. There was lots of red tape because it was a medical company. It's probably the least sexiest industry you could work for. It was stoma and wound care. Right. But I thought, if I can market that, then I can market anything. And then it was at that time I wanted a new challenge, and I'd always thought about running my own business, because I'd always, in my role, I'd never just focused on one area of marketing. I'd always done, thought of the idea and planned it and executed it and done the analysis. So I thought, right, now's a really good time for me to do it. It worked well with my personal life. Sadly, my granddad had passed away, but it did mean I had a little bit of money so that I could take the summer off. I built my website, set up my social media channels, registered my name, and yeah, just started on my own. And my first client, the big blue chip company, they'd grown to such an extent that the MD felt it had become too big for her. So she wanted to start up her own business. So she was my first client.
Wow.
So
That's an endorsement.
yeah, it is. And I joined BNI and did lots of networking because I knew I'd worked all over the UK, but nowhere locally. So it was really great. It really helped me perfect my offering and my service, and how to ask people for leads and work and explain myself properly, and slowly built it up. So we will have been going for 10 years in October.
Brilliant. And obviously there are quite a lot of marketing companies out there. What's different about you? What's your secret sauce?
So lots of marketing agencies they're initially a website company. So they do web design, and then naturally the clients will say, oh, can you market this? Can you promote this? We've got a new website. We want to shout about it. And people just say, yeah, okay, we can do. So they're probably a web design company first and foremost, and not marketers. Whereas we just specialize in marketing. So I have a copywriter, a strategist, a PPC specialist, an SEO specialist. So, and I only employ experts. We don't have any graduates. We just have a really strong, like we're a small but really mighty team of experts, and that makes a really big difference. And I think our ethos as well. So, we really do listen to the client. I say to clients, we're not about coming in and taking over. You must do this, you must do that. We really work together in partnership, and we enhance what they do. And I think that does make a really big difference.
Brilliant. So you're experts, aren't you, at what you do, rather than sort of learning on the job, which is fantastic. Yeah. Okay. And has there been a particular person who's inspired you throughout your career or when you started your business?
So when I worked for the garden centre, there was I had two business owners, and they're both great guys. Jamie Malcolm was my mentor, and he has been in marketing for years. He's still in marketing. He's a consultant for Red Bull, and he was just fantastic. I think he really helped me and pushed me. And I think drive-wise and ambition is my mum, because I saw when she was younger, she had 3 children, she worked 3 jobs, and I just thought I really want to make sure that I can do well and work with her, help support her. And my mum works with us now.
Oh, brilliant. Okay. To turn full circle, brilliant. And what's been your biggest learning since you started your company?
Oh, there's so much. I think never giving up, because if you never give up, then you never fail. I think there's always going to be challenges and hurdles and tough times, and it's just about putting your head down and navigating through it. I don't think any business owner ever knows everything. You just can't. You've just got to do your best. I think being open and honest with people, with clients. I've been through so much the last few years. Recently, separated. Well, 2 years ago, separated from my husband. And at first I kind of thought, well, do I just keep a brave face and just work through solidly? But actually speaking to clients and saying that this is my situation, I'm not 100% at the moment. I think people really appreciate that and understand. We're not all robots, we're real people. Everybody has hard times and issues, and I think honesty is a really big thing. I'm really lucky with my team. They're fantastic. And if I've said to them, guys, I really need you to step up, they do. And I think they appreciate it. So, I'm really honest and open with my team, and they are then back with me. And I think that really is actually a really good thing. And I think maybe that's changed quite a lot in the last 10 years. I think people used to be like, right, when you're at work, you're at work. And when you're at home, you're at home, you leave your personal stuff at the door. And I think that, I mean, that's probably helped as well with COVID, that everybody had their own struggles and they talk about it more. And so I think that's definitely a positive.
There's that drive, that pushing forward, pushing through any issues, things like that. Talking of that side of things, you just touched on it. Obviously, we've been through a lot of challenges over the last few years from a business perspective and a personal perspective, obviously. Things like Brexit to start with, then into COVID, then the economy as well. Yeah, what changes have you made to your business over that time?
We've certainly listened to what's happened in the economy, in the world, and to our clients, and adapted where possible. I mean, COVID, we made a lot of changes with a lot of clients on work. We sat down and spoke to each client individually and said, right, what challenges are we going to face and how can we navigate them? I mean, we had one client where they would always do massive expos face to face, have a huge expo and have hundreds of thousands of people there, which we couldn't do. So we went to podcasts. I said to all the clients, I have contracts with everybody, but I just said to them, look, do you want to pause it? Because I don't want to be that person that's saying, well, I've got a contract with you and you've got to pay me, but you can't afford to pay your staff. And everybody was really appreciative of that. We had some clients that actually doubled their marketing and some that did pause it, but everyone came back afterwards, which was really great. I think with Brexit, it's impacted more some of our clients than it has us personally. So again, it's adapting and seeing how we can work with them so that they still achieve their goals. But it's just changing the way we work, or maybe the platforms we're using. And again, I think communication. I mean, marketing really is about communication, and we've just got to practice what we preach.
Brilliant. And let's look into the future. What challenges do you foresee in your industry and for your company over the next 5 years?
Well, still the economy, and it's quite unstable at the moment. So I think again, it's just having those honest conversations with clients about what they want, what budgets they can work to, setting realistic goals, communicating. There's different challenges. I mean, with us personally, we really want to grow as well. So, and we want to find the right team. We want tigers. So we have quite a strong ethos, and it's just finding the right type of people. I'm really big into psychology, so I want to make sure that the people that we employ, that they're a right fit for us, we're a right fit for them. Everybody bounces off each other, personality-wise, can work well together. And then business-wise, I think it's more ChatGPT, like the AI is huge. Lots of people are quite worried about it. We're not worried about it because we can see the benefits. I think it's a bit like if you think back to when the internet first came about and everybody thought, oh God, what am I going to do? Well, you just utilize what's there. You turn it into a tool that works for you. And there's we use it a lot already. We use it to write metadata. I mean, ChatGPT is phenomenal. It's absolutely brilliant, and there are certain things that it can do and do so much better than any human will be able to. But it is a bit like a really enthusiastic young graduate that's highly intelligent.
Right, brilliant. I've never heard it described that way. That's fantastic.
So they've got knowledge, they can do some really great things. And they'll be really helpful, but every now and again they're just going to make a mistake, and it will be a common sense mistake. And so you do need human eyes to go over and sense check it. So I think if the challenge is that marketers have to keep up to date with what it can do, be aware of its limitations, and use it to their advantage as a tool, and use it better than what clients can.
No, that makes a lot of sense. And what are your aspirations for the next 5 years?
So I want to grow the company. I want to do it in a way that we don't take a step back. I know quite a few companies, especially recently in the economy, they've had to make so many redundancies. I mean, all the banks are making huge redundancies at the moment as well. It is tough out there, but there are some businesses that are thriving. So, I want to work with some really great established clients, do great work for them. They can see the success and we retain them. And as we grow with our clients, we continue growing with our staff, but employ experts, people that are really passionate and want to do great things, and do it and just grow clients, grow the team, and do it in a way that is realistic and sustainable. So in 5 years' time, ideally, I'd like to be a team of 50. Wow. So every 10 years, we would have another 10 people join us. But although that is my target, I'm also happy if we didn't necessarily reach the people. It's more about having some great clients and doing really great work and having successful results. That's my ultimate goal. But I'm aware because I do want to grow the agency. I wanted to put a figure to it. So
yeah, always 50, good to put a figure to it.
Yeah, 50 tigers in the next 5 years.
Brilliant. And if you could start again, would you do anything differently?
Do you know what? I wouldn't, because I think any mistake I've made or anything that I could have done better, first of all, I've learned from those. So yeah, I don't think there is, because I think I'm quite a humble person. I think I'm quite a fair boss. And I mean, for example, when I worked for a big blue chip company, I had a manager, because I wanted to go in under a marketing manager. That was really important to me. As I said earlier, I wanted to make sure I hadn't made any mistakes. And this woman passed her probation period and became awful. Was really bullied me, and I couldn't do anything right. And I'd gone from a job, my old job, my boss used to call me Superloo, saying like, this is great, you're doing this, and it's working. He used to say to me, I really want you to make mistakes. Because again, that's how you learn. And then I went to this other company and it was awful. But if I hadn't have been through that, then I don't think I'd be the boss that I am now. So, I treat my team how I would like to be treated and talked to, because I know how bad it is to not have that.
Yeah, makes sense. And what about your 18-year-old self? What advice would you give your 18-year-old self?
What advice would I give? I think networking is a really, really big thing. I think that's great to do and really important. I think you should always find something that you're really passionate about and enthusiastic. And if you can make money from that, I think you're going to be happy. Happiness, that's what we all want, right? You want to you want to work, but you work to live. You don't live to work. So it's having a good life, happy work-life balance. And that success isn't a straight line. That it's like this. It's not this, and that's fine. That is fine. I just think, just go with it and enjoy the ride.
Brilliant. And are you working on any sort of particular new projects or something new that you're doing at the moment at all?
Always. Every day we are. We've got, we're so varied in what we do. Like, no day is the same. It could be that we're interviewing astronauts one week,
right, okay.
Writing blogs on the races the next, doing PPC ads, having quite a lot of fun and being quite jokey with them. Some clients have like a very informal, fun tone of voice. or we could be writing a white paper on a security company. It's really different. There is such a real mix of projects, and I think that's what me and my team really do like. It's lots of fun. It's hard work. It's really hard work. Everybody, like my team, are phenomenal workers. But yeah, it's good fun, really good fun. So I think just lots more of that.
But varied things. Do you like that then? Is that something you thrive on? Varied tasks, different things to learn.
Definitely. I mean, part of the name with Tiger Marketing is because tigers, like no two tigers are the same. All their stripes are individual and unique. And that's what we have with all of our work, with our marketing campaigns. We really do pride ourselves on unique ideas, which are quite rare now. To come up with something completely new is quite rare, but we do pride ourselves on doing that.
Yeah. And if anybody wants to get in contact, Louise, what's the best way of doing it?
Just on our website, we've got all our details there, tigermarketing.co.uk. We've got a contact us page. They can fill in a form or they can call us.
Fantastic. Louise, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. Thank you for giving up your time for this interview. Of course, all the very best for the future.
Thanks a lot, Paul. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Louise.